welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very special guest, a dancer, movement practitioner, Olga, who will share a movement practice with us called Zero Forms. So meet Olga.
Hello everyone, I'm very excited to be here. Thank you, Ieva, for inviting me. I'm very happy to share with you the little piece of Zero Forms practice. It's a practice coming from fighting monkeys, and the people who are my gateway into this practice are Movement Vilnius school in Vilnius, in Lithuania. And today we are going to focus a little bit on the spine, the articulation in the feet, the knees and the hips. And this is just a little taster of this practice. The beautiful thing about it is that it's bringing beautiful results in long term, but also it gives a great effect in short term. So let's get into it.
Thank you, Olga, for sharing that. So for this practice, you will only need yourself and a little space around you. Enjoy, everyone.
So let's start with aligning the body vertically. Notice the connection of your feet with the ground. Try to allow the body to find its neutral in its verticality, the weight evenly distributed between the points of the feet. Now allow your knees to be aligned above the ankles, your hip joints above the knees, your lower back relaxed, your shoulders relaxed, spine extending, reaching vertically up. Just feel your body in its verticality. And bend your knees slightly and sway them from side to side, keeping your spine relaxed. Your arms may naturally engage into the motion just a little bit, but don't force anything. You are rotating your hips, and your hip bones are pointing to the directions as you sway. And now we will make little steps into a slightly wider stance. Lower yourself down a little bit with your spine neutral, sinking into the hips, and continue doing the rotating motions in the hip joints. Try to think of imagine the place where your leg is attached to the pelvis, and just feel what it is like to rotate your pelvis. What is your connection with the ground? Do you feel the connection with the surface of the feet? And now transform the swaying motion into doing circles. You can imagine both of your hip bones drawing circles, as well as in your back. Your pelvis is doing a rotating motion while your spine is vertically aligned. You can either rest your arms on the side or put them on your hips, and to the other side. Try to keep your lower back relaxed and neutral, and have the verticality of your spine still. And we go back. Do a little circles with your hips, and to the other side. So I wanted to do this motion because we need it a little bit later in one of the things that we'll do with the spine. And now find yourself back in the neutral with your feet at shoulder distance. And start reaching with your arms, with your spine. Look up. Your ribs tucked in. Lower down as you breathe out. Keep reaching with your arms. If keeping the legs straight is too difficult, you can bend them. The important part is to keep the spine straight and reaching. And then you go back into extension. Don't force it. It can be very small, especially if you're doing it in the morning while your body is still waking up. You breathe in as you go down. You breathe out as you go down. Reaching with your arms, your eyes following your hands. And breathe in, leading with the crown of your head. You look up, a little bit behind. Keep your center strong, don't bend the back too much. And you go back into neutral. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. What would it feel like to be riding your breath while you do this motion? You can bend your legs slightly. Now we start the same way. We start with our arms floating up, but when you reach the top, you curl your fingers, you curl your arms, your elbows, your shoulders, and you wave down. When you reach the ground, you straighten your arms, you become strong in your center, and without curving the lower back, you start reaching up with your hands. And you go into a little extension. Be mindful of your center, your arms falling on your side. You lower your hips slightly, and then you go onto your toes, and you breathe in, and you hold your breath here just a little bit. And you breathe out, you go slightly down, your arms reaching again. Curling the fingers, curling the elbows, the shoulders, going down, and then you reverse the spine and you start going up. Strong center, strong legs. You breathe in, you go on your toes, hold. Going up again. Curling the spine, flexing the spine, soft hips, soft knees, and then you go up strong. You can again bend your legs if it feels a little bit too intense. You breathe in, hold, and release. And we are starting the same way. Arms floating up. Try to feel how you create space in your joints. Don't tense the shoulders here. You're reaching, you're creating space softly. And when you are at the top point, rotate your spine so that your eyes go to your side as well as your arms. And then keep the reaching and go down. And your arms are going in a diagonal as you reach and extend one of your sides. And when you're at the bottom, draw a circle with your arm. Keep reaching with both of your arms. Keep reaching, and you draw a circle. Keep your center strong. And as you go to the side, relax the spine into flexion, your arms in front of you. And then uncurl the spine, vertebra by vertebra, reaching up again. And push the air gently to the ground as you breathe out into neutral. Breathe in again. Rotate your spine to the different side. And go down. Keep reaching with both of your arms. You change the arms. You keep reaching. You can stay in the places that feel sensitive to you. For me, for example, is the back when I'm reaching to a side. And you curl your spine into flexion, relax here. Activate your fingers, start reaching up as you breathe in. And push the air through your fingers, active palms as you breathe out. And we'll do one time to each side again. Breathing in, reaching, turning the spine, lowering, changing the hands. The arm that is in the low is also reaching. Both of the hands. Say hello to the sun or to your ceiling and go into flexion again. Push from your feet when you are standing up and uncurling the spine. See if you can feel the connection between the feet and you going up through the spine. Turn to the other side, go down. Feel the extension, the created space in your sides. And you breathe in into neutral, hands on the sides. Now move your attention to the top of your head, here. And we'll start drawing circles around our axis with a soft spine, drawing circles with the top of our head, starting with really small ones. So you go into little flexion, your eyes follow, slight extension in the spine. You may rest your hands on your sides. You breathe in as you go into extension. You go to the side and you breathe out. Soft spine here. Soft spine, soft hips. You can stay here a little bit. And we continue. And you may notice that if you start this motion with a smaller amplitude, that if you do not force it but allow the body to become a little bit more used to this situation that is happening, you may naturally find that there's more, the motion becomes bigger naturally without forcing it. Relax your shoulder, your center, strong when you extend. And you become the motion becomes smaller and smaller and smaller as you come back into neutral. Allow the top of your spine to do its last circles at its reaching its neutral. And we do to the other side. Starting with the top of the head. your eyes follow, as if you are trying to get out of your spine in a way, creating space in your joints. Think elongating, not collapsing as you go into extension. And as you go into flexion, think softness. If I'm doing this outside, what I really love to do is just to notice the beautiful trees around me, the grass. Is a great exercise to look around, really. And become smaller. Become smaller and slower. Keep the trajectory, keep the sense of this motion, but make it smaller. As if you are taking the foot off the accelerator with the effort here, but you keep the clarity of the motion. And find yourself back in neutral. So now we'll focus our attention a little bit on the legs, the hips, the knees. The first thing we'll do is we'll shift our weight to one of the legs. Now I have this leg, you can lift your other leg to feel stability in this leg. Then you point your feet into diagonal and you transition the weight softly, gradually, as these legs become the one where we have the weight on, the legs that support us. And then we start reaching with the other feet, gradually transitioning the weight. This feet becomes stronger and stronger as it supports more and more weight. And we start these transitions of the weight slightly faster. And here I really feel my hips doing this kind of a little plunge when I do it. And I grow as I transition the weight onto the other leg. And progressing from this, what we'll do is when we find ourselves on one of the legs supporting, we put the other leg behind us, shifting the weight to the back. We do another step, rotating ourselves in this direction behind us, and we go down. All of the spine is going into a spiral as if we are screwing ourselves into the ground in a way. And your eyes follow the same direction. And your legs support here. And as you unspiral back into the front direction, you move your weight to the back leg, then a step weight is on the front leg. You turn around, what we were doing before. Weight is on your left leg. You go back, you make another step, and you start spiraling, and maybe you say hello to the place where you were before. And you go back, pushing from your legs. Your spine takes no effort here, really. All it does is keeping the direction that the lower part of your body is setting. And allow your neck to really follow this spiral. So we create this trajectory, starting from the feet, and then through the knees, the hips, the spine, your shoulder blades, and your top part of the spine. You push from the legs as you go up. Checking with your breathing. is quite interesting, this exercise. A lot of things to notice physically, and try to not forget about your breath once you feel a little bit more comfortable with it. There is no need to be fast with it, but try to find continuity in the transitions of the weight as you go from one feet to the other, and as you lower down. Maybe this compression in the legs feels enjoyable. To me it is, really. You can also go smaller if you should like, because it's still the same spiral, still the same idea behind the movement. It doesn't matter if it's big or small. My spine's still making the spiral, the weight transitions are still there, everything is still there. And we'll do the two last ones. One side. And another side. Go back into neutral. Take a moment to notice what is happening within the body. How does it resonate with the movement that we just did? The spine, the lower back. Maybe you notice that your eyes are a little bit more relaxed or more tense. Your arms, your shoulders, the surface of your feet, the knees. Physically relaxing down, but keeping the verticality, reaching with the top of your head. All of the tissues relaxing down. Notice the little weight shifts happening in your body as you are seemingly in the neutral position. You are not doing anything, you are just standing. But notice that the body actually does a lot of things without us noticing to keep us in this verticality. Breathe in, breathe out, any tensions that are in your physicality. And the last thing I want to do is move your attention to your sense of vision, to your eyes, what you see in front of you. Maybe you are inside in your home or outside or in some other space. And imagine a line of horizon in front of you, a plane of horizon spreading in 360 around you. On the level of your eyes is not a point that you focus on, is a plane. And hold your soft focus on the plane of the horizon for a moment. Feel into your back space. How does it affect your face muscles, your muscles of the back? Keep the attention on this plane. And soften your focus back into normal state. Thank you for practicing with me today. I really enjoyed it, and I hope this made your day a little bit different. Don't know, better or not, but thank you.